Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Late Night Podcast with me, your host, Girk, along with my two co-hosts, Rex
Hello.
and Storm.
My name Deez.
Now, unfortunately, today we were not able to get anyone else for the podcast, so it will just be...
Okay.
Silence. It'll just be us three. However,
And Joe.
who's Joe?
Joe Nuts.
Storm... you know what, I give up trying to correct you anymore. Storm is like... He's like the little brother. No, it's like Storm is the middle brother of the group. He makes all of the jokes. Rex is the littlest one. He's the idiot of the group, and then I'm the big one that has to deal with their shit.
Speaking of being the middle, just like how during September...
No.
We can't make that joke.
We can't
make the...
Alright, sorry about that. We are back. Alright. Anyways, in the last episode, we left off finishing Disturbing Things from Around the Internet, Volume 8. Today, we will be watching Disturbing Things from Around the Internet, starting with Volume 9, possibly even getting
And
to
then
Volume
we will
10.
be watching porn.
We will not be watching porn. Storm, that's what Storm's doing in his background. So, if you hear strange noises coming from his microphone, ignore them.
Yeah.
We probably can't say that on YouTube, but who cares?
Demonetization.
Monetization.
Like we make money.
What do you
We
mean
make
demonetization? What money are you guys making?
Rex, remember, you can't tell him.
Let's
Don't tell him about
watch.
Don't tell him about
Watch.
the $40,000 that we've been siphoning out of Mexico.
Let's watch the fucking video.
All right. So, are you both of you are ready? You can see the
Yes,
video.
fucking watch the video.
3, 2, 1, and
Ugh, a little bit of spine chill whenever I hear this music.
yeah, same. Sorry that. Why did it have a picture of a cartoon skeleton? Alright.
Fucking Local 58.
Oh yeah, Local 58.
If you're like me, then you love spending a good Friday night with a drink or snack in hand,
all I
binging
saw
some
was
creepy
just
websites,
eggs.
videos, and online posts that you might dig up. While we know damn well that these will creep us out
Okay.
and/or keep us up all night,
I thought that was a
there's something about
fucking
it that's so
bat
incredibly
body in a bag.
captivating
No, it
that
was
we
a
endlessly
chrysalis.
subject ourselves to this spooky torture.
That's what I thought as well.
Welcome back to Disturbing Things from Around the Internet.
Oh, I
Your
hate those
one-stop shop
background
for
images.
bite-sized and unnerving finds
It
that I've
is
stumbled upon
3
in the last
a.m.
few months.
Yes.
We're on
Okay,
episode
hold on.
9
Let
now,
me just
so if
pause
you're-
this real quick. To give you guys some context, for those watching at home, we are recording this at around 2:30 in the morning, CST. Storm is in what is it? 8 fucking Eastern Standard Time or something like that. EST.
I don't fucking care.
His time is 3:30. It's very late for us, so this is gonna be extra fun. We're playing this game on hard mode.
Yeah, we're going
For me,
fucking
it's on expert.
sicko
For
mode.
me, it's on expert mode because my hallucinations.
Oh yeah, and Rex has schizophrenia,
Not schizophrenia.
psychosis. What is it?
Psychosis, yeah.
Psychosis.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Stop diving into Rex's mental health. Play the fucking video.
All right.
Craving some more content after this,
I feel like
check out
stealing
the playlist
content
on my
today.
channel for the 8 other
Yes.
videos from this series to endure.
I really hate
It's
the
time. This October night,
thumbnail
to
for
dive into
episode
5
8.
more hand-picked
That
and
that
disturbing
doorway
things
just creeps me the fuck
from
out
around
because
the
it looks
internet.
like a doorway in my house, which I don't like.
I'm in that doorway, Gurk.
No, you
Get
aren't.
ready.
Wanna know why? Because it's right behind me and I can see through it.
Ready your gun. Ready your gun.
Oh, the doll. No.
Ventriloquist.
Right.
There's a subreddit called r/ghosts that I've been subscribed to for a while now. Most of the content on there typically falls into the category of an orb picture, a video that shows dust flying past a camera, or a testimonial of something out of the ordinary that might have happened to someone. Occasionally, however, things will pop up on there that legitimately freak me out. And Such was the case here. On June 30th, a user named EnigmasLight209 made a post.
And he's got a Joker
Years
PFP.
ago, my
I
sister
was
had a
about to
Dora
say
doll
something
that she
about it
really
too.
loved that could move its head
Oh, I think I
electronically.
remember this one.
However, we never put batteries in it because at the time we couldn't afford a lot of stuff. My mom caught my sister singing and playing with the doll, not even noticing that the doll turns its head to look at her.
Oh,
Attached
Fuck
here is a video that's 33
that.
seconds long. In it, we can see the bizarre phenomenon that did experience.
Dora's about to. If that shit happened to me,
Have a look.
Dora's about to explore the inside of a fucking garbage bin.
Oh, nah,
Damn.
nah. But I will say, with how fast that head turns, it makes me think that that's probably just a string.
I know, but it gave a fucking sassy ass turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
its entire
can't
body
see anything
turns.
else in my room. I'd much rather go back to watching Danganronpa. Oh
That
no.
is. I hate dolls. I hate dolls. I've always
I
hated
hate dolls too, Storm. I
According
want
to
to
the
go
OP,
back to watching
this video was filmed by
Danganronpa.
their mother. Apparently,
I'm gonna
she
put
thought
on
the
a
singing
shirt
was
for
cute
this
and
shit.
whipped her phone out to record. It was only at the moment when the mom
Younger
finally
mom.
showed the dad that the weird movement was noticed. In this comment, they explain, "While I have no way to show credibility other than my word, I'll add a bit of info.
This
My mom and
is
sister were the only ones home at the time, and my mom thought my sister was really
this is
cute
the
singing
type of
and
shit
stuff.
you put a shirt
When
on
my dad
for.
came home, my mom showed him the video of her, and he was the one to notice its movement. He's actually the one who recorded the video I posted in this post. As for the doll, he threw it away that same night."
Good.
Good for him. Good
Fucking
job.
burn it.
Good.
Now, if there's one thing I've learned from running this channel, it's to always remain a skeptic. Enigma's light definitely seems genuine here, and while I'd love to believe that we've captured some sort of ghost activity on camera,
Realistically, that could
unfortunately,
just be
without
like she
concrete
touched
proof
the
that there
jaw
weren't
in a
any
certain
batteries inside of
way.
it, it's hard to completely run with their story.
Yeah, think about it.
Regardless, the video and
The
testimony
video
is
is
one of
kind
the
of really
creepier
hard to
ones that
see
I've
what's
seen
going
online,
on
and if their
between her
story
and the
is
doll.
legitimate,
Yeah, the
Then-
fact that it's a very
well,
it looks like
it
a
looks
microphone.
as if they've caught some sort of
not
paranormal
microphone.
entity on camera.
It looks like a
That doing
Webcam.
OP through that
Yeah.
doll away.
But
there's
anyways,
there's a thing I like to call microwave camera quality.
there's a reason why I told my
fuck.
mom repeatedly and repeatedly to I throw away the dolls that she had in the
Entry
room
number
next to
2
mine.
comes
She's
from
like, no, they're
YouTube.
really nice, and I'm like, it's porcelain dolls. Get them the fuck out of here.
All right, this was gonna hit close to home because I had a really clingy ex-girlfriend called Jessica, and she
Of
used
course.
to. After I broke up with her, she used to stalk me, and yeah, this one's gonna hit.
Kurt getting a girlfriend? Wow.
February of 2011, a
New
user by the
story,
name
am I
of
right?
Boog731 would begin to make a series of videos outlining an extremely odd stalking situation that they'd become wrapped up in. According to a February 12th upload, Boog claims that for several months, a guy has made it a point to sit next to him on the train, follow him from
Oh,
there
I
to
would
his car,
fucking
and strike
deck
up
him.
conversations that led absolutely nowhere. After threatening legal action, he still unapologetically persisted.
I wouldn't
Apparently,
threaten legal
this all
action. I
stemmed
would
from
threaten.
one simple conversation that this man, named Gerard, attempted to start with him months prior. Unbeknownst to Boog, this simple convo would result in him opening up a can of worms that would become his worst nightmare. On his channel, we see 4 videos in different situations, all surrounding Gerard following him on different days.
That man's about to get hit with a fucking crisscross. Just I have no patience for that shit. Even though I'm not in the best of shape, that dude still looks scrawny as shit. I also like this dude's name is Boog731.
Eventually, Boog becomes fed up and decides to confront him directly about his incessant stalking. In the last video he took, on February 18th, he decides to make a scene in order to get the point across that he wants to be left alone. Here, the video opens up with Gerard following Boog off the train before Boog finally turns around and tells him to get back on and to stop following him.
Stay on. Gerard, stay on the fucking train. Stop following me. Sit down and stop.
Why do all
following
of these gotta be filmed in like video quality from my dreams?
Yeah.
You know, where all the sounds can be vaguely heard.
Stop following me. We're going. Sit down. We're going. Sit down. Can you get him to stop following me, please?
Okay, somebody needs to get off the train and somebody sit down. Guys, why are you following him?
I don't know.
Why are you following him? I don't know.
That's weird.
Mental illness.
And here he is. Still following me.
Mental illness.
This just
As we can see,
Call that.
even the efforts by the woman that helped him board a different train car were futile, as the second that Boog sat down and looked to the left, Gerard was staring directly at him. Unfortunately, after this point in time, the uploads regarding this seem to stop entirely. While this is so, Boog did end up giving us an update after all, albeit in the form of a description update. Here, he claims this. Thank you all for the concerned and constructive comments and feedback on these stalker videos. These were recorded in 2011, and since then, this guy has disappeared. After bringing the police in on the matter, I think he got the hint and I was left alone. There are numerous other events that weirded me out, which aren't detailed in the videos, but I was lucky and was unscathed in all of my interactions.
Dude. At that
So,
point, if
yeah,
that dude was
luckily
fucking
Boog was
following me
okay.
like that, that dude's
Regardless, though,
I'm about to catch a
acquiring
fucking court
stalker
case.
is never a fun situation to
I
deal
feel you
with.
there.
Boog had no idea who this guy was or what he was capable of, and if he was this persistent in following him on camera, I can only imagine where else he'd possibly followed him when they were turned off.
If I know for sure someone's following me, I am gonna fucking turn around and deck them.
Yeah, don't. This should be pretty obvious. Like most of our messages here are, don't do this. Don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't follow people. Don't be a stalker.
We will find you.
We will find you.
I will show up in your house in the middle of the night and just flop my whole ass dick right on top of your nose.
Storm, we can't say that. That is a
Yes,
threat.
That isn't. How is that a threat?
You're threatening to hit somebody with your dick. That is a sexual threat.
I never said hit them. I said flop it all out right on their nose.
Storm, you're gonna go to jail one of these days. All right, let's get back to this.
I sexually offend the sex offender. Who's the real sex offender?
We're gonna have to bail Storm out. We're gonna be his alibi.
Quick trip. Okay,
Go.
here we go.
And fucking instantly serious again.
You wanna know
On
something? We
Sunday,
go check out
February
Closet Kirk.
10th of 2019, an extremely terrifying incident would unfold at a gas station in Hall County, Georgia.
Oh shit, it's a Sunday.
Early
boys.
that morning, a couple pulled into the parking lot of a Quick Trip gas station and parked near the front door. Soon after, a man approached their vehicle before an altercation broke out, resulting in the death of the passenger inside.
Oh,
Eerily,
I think
when this was
I
unfolding,
remember.
Bystanders were in their car recording the entire thing on Snapchat.
Oh,
The video that you're
no.
about to watch is about 30 seconds long
Snapchat. Ugh.
and is
not
absolutely
gonna-
chilling.
Not gonna say what I think is gonna happen.
Fuck.
Content
Following-
warning.
Yeah,
But it's already on
content
YouTube.
warning, viewer discretion is advised. Content warning. If you don't like this, skip ahead a few.
But it
skip
is
ahead,
on
like,
YouTube,
2 or
so
3 minutes.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Go. Yo. Look, he has his gun out.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know, as soon as I see a dude with a gun out near a gas station, I'm gone.
Same here.
Yo. Go.
Especially if he starts firing like that. But, you see here?
James Elliott Bloxham,
This is why we don't
the
go to
alleged
Chicago.
ex-boyfriend of the driver
Yeah,
of the
my
vehicle,
dad,
was charged with the felony
I live in
murder
a
of a man by the
concealed
name of
carry
Justin
state.
Morrison. Bloxham fired the first
And,
round into Morrison's head, then 6 shots thereafter
My dad
into his
literally
torso.
today got a gun just to carry around with him.
Yeah, good on you. Now, I'm gonna just say this now to clear this out. I am very pro-gun, so...
Same here. So
like,
To clear this out,
oh wait, are we
I am
all...
also
Oh,
to clear this out.
okay.
To clear this up, I am pro-gun, but I'm also a faggot. So, no, I mean, I can say that because I like men.
Yeah, Storm likes men.
we're gonna get canceled so fucking
I
fast.
can
Oh,
say it.
absolutely.
I can say it.
Some fucking 11-year-old dream stand that fucking
I'm about to say
cosplays.
And then they can fucking eat my chode when they find out I like men.
All right, let's keep going.
Apparently, Bloxham chased the vehicle from Buford to Gainesville, which is about a 30-minute trip, attempting to run them off the road the
Oh.
entire time before this situation eventually unfolded.
I don't like that.
While it was taking place, people inside the gas station ran into the back cooler in hopes of hiding from the gunmen.
You know
Luckily,
what? At that
no one
point,
else
if
was
you're
harmed in the
chasing them
incident,
down
and while
and
a
you're
motive is
really
still
like going
unclear,
after them for
it's
30
believed
minutes,
to be related
fucking ramming speeds.
Yeah.
to a relationship that she was in with both men at the same time, though take that with a huge grain of salt.
Okay, so possibly this woman was double timing and it got somebody killed.
No, so
Don't do
what
this,
it
woman.
was the ex-boyfriend of the girl. The ex-boyfriend of the girl came up and shot her boyfriend. Killing him.
But also, point still stands, cheaters fucking suck. Anyways, keep it going.
Footage like this, especially unnerves.
Well, no, she probably broke up with him because he does shit like this. He's probably fucking insane.
Fucking
Probably
kills
not a
people
cheater.
over.
He's probably not a cheater.
No,
But like,
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that cheaters suck.
yes.
Anyways, move on.
Me, since it puts us directly in the shoes of the people that were actually there. No dramatized story, no fictional details, but a real-world look into something that can truly happen anywhere you least expect it.
Thought he was about to say to anyone, and I'm like, I don't live in Chicago.
I already made the joke.
Detroit be like
Entry for
Philip
Philip Schwab.
I don't trust anyone with a last name that has a W in it. Like, name one good person whose last name has a W.
Adolf.
Wait, shit, Washington. I'm a fucking idiot. Never mind. Fucking
George.
George Washington. Well, actually, I mean... Nope, can't say that on the internet.
Just DM it to me.
Oh no, don't like this.
Oh, I hate this already.
Good afternoon.
What? What?
What's happening?
Something tells me he killed that girl.
Something
I agree with you on that one.
very wrong here.
Here today. My name
Something's
is
very,
Taylor,
very wrong.
founder of Scrapbooking for Everyone. I like to create scrapbooks.
Something tells me that girl is no longer with us.
Yeah.
In June of 2019, a man named Philip Schwab and a woman named Kaylin Blue, both from the video, were going about their engagement as usual. The two
Blue is
lived
a cool
with
last
Schwab's
name.
mother in Idaho Falls, Idaho, and seemed to be doing pretty well.
Ain't no way
So
Idaho
most people
Falls is
thought.
in Idaho Falls.
Eerily, on the night of Saturday, June 22nd, everything would go horribly awry
Oh, man,
while Schwab's mother was away.
Uh-oh.
Philip seemed to snap,
Yep.
or so it seemed.
Oh, fuck.
On his Facebook, beginning at around noon, he'd make 3 posts. What would I be doing with a shovel, bitch? How to get away with murder, twice. If stabbing
Oh.
people is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Oh.
And the next night,
He
his
just fucking
posts would
snapped.
become even stranger. 9:01. Outside are the dogs. 9:45. You know it's coming. I'd love to stay and chat, but you are a bitch. Silent but deadly. Still smells better than you, bitch. She deserved quicker. Should have known. God backwards. Spend all day kissing ass. You know
Did
they
he
eat dog in
feed
China.
her to the
See,
dogs?
2 sides to every coin. Enjoying the show, Cheech? Need warm-up music. Yeah, you're next, Dad.
Oh. Don't like that last one.
Now, some might assume that he was either shitposting or being edgy, but he wasn't. After June 23rd, Kaylin seemed to disappear. She worked at Walgreens, and after missing a few shifts that week, her coworkers alerted her family members, who requested that police do a welfare check. And so they did. Upon arriving to their household, Schwab promptly let them in, but they quickly realized that something was wrong. Officers claimed to discover some blood scattered around the household, and soon after, Schwab admitted that he, quote, might have hurt Kaylin. After asking for details, he escorted them to the backyard to show the spot where he buried her. Immediately after this, he was arrested, the street was closed off, and the investigation was started.
That the defendant Philip Michael Schwab, on or about the 23rd day of June 2019 in the county of Bonneville, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with malice aforethought and premeditation, kill Kaylin Marie Blue, a human being, by stabbing her, thereby causing her death. The possible penalties are the death penalty, life imprisonment with a minimum of 10 years, $5,000 compensatory fine, and $50,000 fine along with restitution.
Give this fucking
are you aware of
egghead the
charge
death
against you
penalty.
and those possible penalties? Right. Now,
What was
you
that?
did not fill out the form.
Man got the double wide brain, but it all
According
went
his
to murder.
confession, Kaylin apparently moves around in her sleep pretty heavily, and that night, when she routinely woke him up doing this, he proceeded to stab her in the neck. When it woke her up, she desperately attempted to flee to the bathroom. However, he stabbed her over and over during her attempts to get away, until she was dead. Afterwards, he dragged the body to the backyard, buried her, and went forth to kill their 2 dogs before dumping them into their trash cans.
Oh.
Death
You might
penalty.
notice
Death
that
penalty.
all of this
Send this
lines up
man
with
to the
his
bottom
cryptic
pit of
Facebook
fucking hell.
posts almost perfectly. Police claim that Blue's face
The
was
fuck
still
did the
visible
dogs
from
do?
beneath the dirt when they found her,
That's
and that
not
this seemed to be a
exactly.
premeditated event, as Schwab
girl-
also
but the
claimed
girl
that he
didn't
placed
even
the knife
deserve
in
it.
his
She-
nightstand
like,
just a few days prior.
Girl.
The video that
Couldn't
you
hear a
saw
single thing you
earlier
just said.
was one that the two filmed for her YouTube channel in 2016, and it's completely bizarre to watch, knowing that just 3 years later, this would play out. Kaylin confided in Philip, and almost overnight, he went from being an ordinary fiance to a sickening murderer that would likely spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Fucking strap that man to a wall and feed him beans filled with rice.
Beans filled with what? Okay.
I meant maggots.
Moral of the story: don't kill people.
Yes, bad.
Bad.
Bad jail. Big. I can't say that.
There's a channel on YouTube by the name of
What were you? And we're back. Sorry about that.
Kate Yup. Something a bit odd about Miss Yup is the fact that you can't contact her at all. Look for links in the description. Good luck. Email in the About section. Non-existent. But that isn't even the weirdest part. Allow me to establish some pretext.
Why did one of her videos say I am alive?
Kate Yup is an up-and-coming mukbang channel that's been making videos since March of 2018.
That shit
Her
do
typical
look good
style
though.
involves her wearing a mask to conceal her face while consuming ungodly amounts of food in one sitting.
That shit look good though.
Now, it's pretty normal stuff in the
I'd
world
eat the
of
fuck out of
mukbang,
that.
but it gets deeper. At one point, Kate made
No, I do
videos
know what
weekly.
this story is kind of
Now,
implying.
It's monthly.
That fucking
if
shit look
that.
bussin'.
Her audience began picking up on her slowing upload schedule, but really didn't think much of it because it's really not that out of the ordinary. So why are we talking about her? Well, there's one video on her channel that successfully sparked a wildfire of theories pondering if she's being held captive. In this upload, her audience began to notice things. Signs that something was awry.
Cut lip, cut bruised inside elbow. You can see, I think that's just a mole on her neck though. And she's wearing something to cover up a probable bruise. But goddamn, does that squid look busted?
See it? Her arm is bruised, her lip is busted. At one point in the video, she capitalizes the letters SOS in a caption. And the most damning evidence? Morse code. Specifically spelling out the words, "Help me." Though I'm extremely skeptical on that last one. Her audience went into a frenzy, and all over the world, commenters chimed in asking if she was okay. Interestingly though, Kate would address these comments in an extremely bizarre fashion. Not a simple, "guys I'm fine," not a quick update video, but rather a copy and paste of a comment made about her from Reddit. It's not Morse code. That isn't even how Morse code works. It's a series of short and long pulses. Even thinking outside the box by assuming she's using one finger for long pulses and the other for short pulses, she taps 3 fingers on the ball. It's just random tapping, and there's no correlation between her tapping and the Morse code. I couldn't identify a single letter. Every other claim, aside from the bruises, is just silly. Why would a captor let her edit the videos? That doesn't even make sense. And if Joe YouTuber could spot the SOS, so would they. And if she knew enough to use SOS as a call for help, why on earth wouldn't she have tapped that on the bowl? It's the only Morse code I have memorized. Also, the bowl moves, so what? Because her hand is resting on it. It moves perfectly with the rest of her body. Finally, her lip does not look busted. It's either a cold sore, which could explain it showing up more than once, or a bad blemish. And everyone lost it. Holy shit, what the fuck? Are you okay? It's the murderer writing. Don't be fooled, everyone. So prove it with another video. And then she went dark. From June 21st onward, absolutely nothing more was posted again.
Sorry.
At least until August 15th, but we'll get more into
Then why is there a video that says, oh,
that in a second.
Ask it, not gonna question it.
Anyway,
just yet.
meanwhile,
Question it yet.
Reddit ran with this, genuinely concerned that something was wrong and that she needed help. Thread after thread was made discussing various theories with this, but without any way to contact Kate at all outside of her comment section. Putting these theories to rest was futile.
Alright, so
A lot of people were
here's my sane theory.
Okay.
Kate Yup does not speak English, hence why she used a copy-paste comment, and maybe she fucking fell over.
But small issue, if they were how would she be editing the things?
It's called She Was Editing for YouTube.
Yes, but it was editing in English.
Google Translate. Hence why delicious was spelled wrong.
True.
speculating that she could be held captive, forced to make these videos for a third party that's monitoring her as she records.
And
They
also, with the
supported
whole
this by
mask
showing her in
thing,
one of the videos, the bowl moves without
see
her
their
touching
faces?
it, implying that, coupled with the capitalized SOS, her busted lip, and the bruised arm, this is all against her will. But
you can't
was
see
she?
where the other...
Or was everyone
The
this?
other half of her arm was over there.
Yeah.
August 15th. I'm alive.
Don't like that.
See, look at the broken English, though. So maybe she's, just doesn't speak English, uses Google Translate. Maybe she had a bad day. I wonder how that tastes, though.
You notice anything odd about the bolded letters in the captions? Keep that in mind. We'll come back to that in a second. Anyway,
I wonder how that
here she addresses the audience and claims that she's okay. Definitely nothing to see here, right? She is smiling after all. She then goes forth here to explain to the audience that she absolutely loves the food she's eating. Octopus tentacles, love that. Brown shrimps, so much flavor, salty and crunchy, so good. Salmon, raw of course, my first love, the butter of the oceans. But then you notice that she didn't capitalize the beginning of these. I wonder why. 002 H 007
Well, fuck me, I guess.
752 L 1126
P.
P.
Well, shit.
Interesting. After scrubbing through, none of the other captions contain any other capital letters. So this...
That's where it seems too much like a coincidence.
Though, if I'm being 100% honest, and I mean this is the nicest way possible, if I were kidnapped and they were forcing me to eat food, that would not be the worst thing.
Yeah, but when they're forcing you to eat that much food,
I would eat that.
You probably would have stomach damage. You would probably have ripping of your stomach lining. Because
Nikocado, okay, Nikocado avocado.
Yes, but he's giant. He's very, very fat. His stomach is expanded.
Hey, Girk, he wasn't.
Okay.
He used to play the violin.
He still plays the violin. He's still good at it.
He still can, yeah.
Anyways,
let's continue.
Continue on.
Undoubtedly was intentional. Because of this, interest in her channel was fueled once more on Reddit and in her comments.
Okay, that could also be a reason.
She could, much like most had assumed with Marina Joyce, be forced into doing this by a captor, and motives have ranged from financial gain to her potentially being
trafficked. Did they ever
trafficked.
find out whether or not Marina Joyce things was real?
I don't know.
Because I think I heard about it not being real.
Here, Storm, go ahead and look it up. We'll keep going, and at the end of this...
It's hard to discount the stark evidence pointing to the possibility of something deeper going on here. Kate Yup is a bizarrely confined channel, locked solely into the realm of YouTube, giving us absolutely no method of contacting her outside the platform. While in her latest upload, the help acrostic is the most obvious, it could simply be her playing into this newfound mystery for clicks. If she isn't, however, then we're firsthand witnessing someone that's in trouble, desperately reaching out in any way she's able in order to gain a sliver of help.
Well, here's the thing. How do you... Actually, wait. Metadata. Can you not just check the metadata of a YouTube video? Also, YouTube has logs of where people are uploading from. So, Storm, did you check whether or not that thing was real? If you can't find out, we'll just move on.
It seems like it was relatively real, I think, kinda. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll make another video on that. Because that does seem interesting.
The internet is somewhat of a diary for some of the most unnerving things that can ever happen in real life. And tonight, we've dug through 5 more of them. Thank you so much for joining me in this 9th installment of the series. It's insane that we're coming up on 10 episodes already, and I'd like to personally express my utmost gratitude to all of you for making this show what it is today. You guys...
Yeah, everybody, this video was made by Nexpo. Go check him out. He certainly doesn't need the exposure that we give him, but yeah, certainly go check him out. His videos are pretty interesting.
Yes, his videos are very spooky.
Yes, they are
Good to
very
watch.
spooky, and not for the faint of heart. All right, video 10, boys.
Yep, and then we're gonna do that one thing.
Uh-oh.
No,
Oh.
we're-
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
The following content has been
Uh-oh.
identified by YouTube. Content warning: do not pass. This is probably gonna be the
we're
rest of the video.
literally still on volume 9.
Oh.
You never clicked on
okay.
volume 10.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Well, fuck me then. All right. Well. All right.
Yeah, YouTube audience forwarding is bullshit anyways.
Yeah.
Still, you need to say it.
There's something about this intro.
Oh, don't like
Oh,
those pictures.
Fuck those
I
pictures.
did not like those. It reminds me of the
Reminds me of the Gmod next spot.
I never messed with Next, but
There's a certain beauty that exists and works in media that can both scare
What
and
in the
engage
fuck?
you. The many nights that I've spent awake, lights off,
Oh,
blanket
logo
on,
58!
soaking up content from the darker side of the
Just
world
mention
we all
that.
live in, has blessed me with both memories and scars that will live with me for a
There are
lifetime.
no faces.
I love to be scared, and given the fact that you're here tonight, it's safe to assume that you do too. I started this series back in 2018 because there were a few creepy oddities that I found back at that point in time. But little did naive me know that if you do a bit of digging, you'll unearth a bit more than you were ever prepared for.
Oh, I'm hearing stuff currently.
World Portal.
Oh,
Isn't that the
Tonight, I aim to celebrate the
the
10th
cult
episode of
that
this
was
series
in
with some of the most bone-chilling
Second Life?
discoveries that I've come across to date.
I
I
don't
mean
know.
that. If you're here for a
well, I'm
casual
Ooh,
viewing
okay.
experience,
that.
Extra spoopy stuff up ahead. Extra spoopy
I'm
stuff.
This isn't helping. I'm
neurosurgery.
hallucinating
I
sounds.
don't like stopping on this. Please keep
No,
going.
it's nullo surgery. It's or neo surgery.
I suggest you leave
Nero.
now.
Yeah, this
It's
is gonna be
time
extra
to get into 5
spoopy.
more hand-picked and disturbing things.
Also,
more
sorry
on
for
the
the late
internet.
upload on the last video. YouTube decided to private my video for no reason, which I'm still trying to figure out why. But apologies for that.
YouTube said, "Fuck you."
YouTube said, "You want to know what? Why
Hi,
not, you
caller.
stupid bastard?"
Doorbell discovery.
Ooh. Poopy. You what the window doing?
I don't like the 2D man.
I don't either.
That's a painting. That's a painting.
Scares me.
That is a painting.
He looks like a 2D man just standing there.
The popularity of doorbell cameras has been on the
Oh, my
rise
eyes.
since the mid-2010s.
Is this gonna be like the close-in
Utilize those
picture of
tools
the
that can
cow?
monitor your home when you're away. Residents that own
Don't
them
like
have
that.
caught some incredibly bizarre footage. While a disturbing masked figure,
Oh, don't like
Uh,
that.
a man, and a girl stumbling onto
like
someone's
Stevie Man.
porch are some of the most notable bits of video out there. They pale in comparison to how unnerving the following footage is.
Oh yeah, that
On the
girl.
night of November 12th, 2019,
That's actually a really sad
at
story.
11 p.m., a family in Los Angeles
Oh,
heard
it's
screaming
11:11,
that sounded
I
like a kidnapping or a murder was
11:11 is
taking place.
the hour you make a
After the
wish.
initial shock of hearing it, they went out to their porch in hopes of witnessing what was unfolding.
Uh-oh, don't go out there. That's how you get
If-
shot.
If you go outside,
That's how you get dead. Oh. Fuck that.
that's a crackhead. Me when I don't get my meth in the morning.
Day 12, no lean.
Just fucking shut up, right?
Shortly after this incident, the police were called out to location to investigate. They questioned residents and inquired with the surrounding homes on if they too had a doorbell camera. However,
Fuck is
not much
correct.
came of it, aside from a few eyewitness accounts. Those that were able to catch a glimpse of the chaos claimed that the vehicle in question was an unknown white hatchback. Apparently, while the woman was screaming for help, a man in the driver's seat was apologizing nonstop before the vehicle sped off out of earshot. As of writing, this investigation is ongoing.
Hopefully
Surprisingly,
towards the nearest
updates have
fucking
been sparse,
hospital.
leaving various onlookers frustrated at the lack of a resolution. The woman's screams were bone-chilling, and unfortunately, without a conclusive lead so far, we're merely left to keep an ear out,
Could have just
hoping
been
that
somebody
she
having
made it
a
out of that situation
schizophrenia attack.
Or
unharmed.
psychotic breakdown.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, we don't need to be pointing
there's
fingers.
there's a lot of very logical explanations for this.
Or meth addict.
Or yeah, you know, meth addict is also one of them. But you know,
Or human
we
trafficking.
usually like to say people are not. Oh.
Ghost in the attic. Fuck this.
Yeah, fuck
Can we
this.
skip this one, bro?
No.
Like,
No,
I
we are.
sleep in the attic.
Listen to me. Listen to me. We are men. Even though we don't
Motherfucker, if
look.
you...
Actually, wait.
No.
You two aren't men.
I am
I'm
technically a man.
Kirk, I have two reasons why I do not want to watch this one. A, I'm hearing shit currently, and B, I
Even
sleep
better.
in the attic.
Rex,
Even better.
if you are in the attic, you are the ghost in the attic.
Exactly. You are dead, Rex.
No, it's
I'm
not
not
that you're
dead.
dead.
On
It's the
June
fact that you
26,
can kick the shit out of any
2019,
ghost
a
in the
Reddit named
attic.
Bleach
Ghosts
Pong
aren't
would make a
scary all
post that
that
would
much.
quickly
Bleach Pong. Nice name,
Pong.
buddy.
shoot to the top of the r/.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay, if there's a
There's the
video,
time.
I'm just not gonna watch it. That's for y'all to do.
Okay,
Oh.
that's fine.
Alright, that's fine.
After years of hearing weird noises in our house, we captured something eerie on video.
Alright,
Nope.
here we go.
Here,
Video
they go
time.
forward to explain a bit of
I'll watch
backstory
it.
about some strange happenings that have played out in their
Eric,
home.
if you pay me
while
money, I'll
accompanying this
watch
entire
it.
post with an
Rex,
extremely
I'm not
eerie
gonna
video.
pay you. Watch it.
In that
Okay,
backstory,
fine.
I'm already paying you $40,000 through illegal money siphoned through
Play the
Mexico.
fucking
here's the
video.
following.
Enough with this bit.
First of all,
It's only
I've
happened
never believed in
twice,
ghosts,
and it's
and I don't
tiring.
consider my home to be a creepy place at all. The house was only built about 9 years ago, and as far as I know, the
Oh,
land it's
cool
on doesn't have a
background.
dark
Looks like a
history of any
stomach.
kind. However, ever since we moved
Like a
in,
womb.
we've experienced some strange things. The
Vor?
weirdest part is most of what we've
I said a
experienced involves
womb.
toys.
Fuck.
Aside
Oh.
from one time, my brother says he clearly heard our dad calling his name from downstairs, only
Oh.
to find out he was the only one home.
Oh, fuck that.
One recurring thing we've heard
That's
tons
how you
of times
die.
over the years is the sound of someone digging around in this big plastic tub of Lego pieces.
Just a ghost
When
enjoying
When we
some
were kids,
Legos.
we all
Yes.
collected and built Bionicles all the time in our
You-
playroom
you make a
upstairs.
Bionicle.
The sound of shifting
Why
the
are
pieces
we to
around
judge
look
if a
for
Lego
parts
wants to
makes
build
a very
some-
loud
if
and
a
distinct
ghost wants to
noise
build some
that
Legos?
everyone in our house became familiar with.
Exactly.
But it was
bro.
common for us to hear it when we were certain that no one was up there. When we got older, we stored our vast collection of Bionicles and tub of loose parts in a long
You know, if
closet,
I woke
and we
up in the
continued to hear
morning
noise coming
and my
from there
Lego sets
every
were
now and then.
perfectly fine, and I woke
We've
up to
always
just
been
a
confused and
randomly built Lego set, yeah, I'd still shit myself, but
I would shit myself in joy.
weirded out by the sound, but we never bothered to record the noises, just because everyone in our house has heard it firsthand, and a recording of the sound of Legos in the next room didn't seem like it would interest anyone else. We told a friend about this, who thought it was crazy, and insisted that we record it next time. Not long after that, both of my brothers were watching TV and heard the sound down the hall. They immediately started recording, and we got pretty decent audio of the noise. I want to reiterate that we've never felt unsafe in our home. We're not bothered by the things we've experienced, but they're a little strange.
imagine it's just
me know what you think.
sobbing.
The video attached is about 1.5 minutes long and shows the three guys
Ugh.
pausing their baseball game because they've just heard something out of the ordinary.
Well, you see, the first problem is you're watching baseball.
Yeah, you're watching one of the most boring sports in the world.
Well,
No offense
peep
to
the
anyone that likes
Xbox, by the
baseball.
way.
We're just joking.
Peep the Xbox.
No offense to anybody who likes
Alright,
baseball.
shh.
Imagine if it was just Freddy Fazbear standing right there.
Shut up, Storm.
First problem, it's dark. Somebody could have snuck out behind you while the camera wasn't looking.
Yeah, that's a cool looking attic though. Just like a bunch of Legos.
Mhm.
Be a squirrel.
Catch what? Oh fuck! Look right there. Look right there. Right there. Nah, fam. Don't like that. That's Satan. What's worse is you can see it move.
I think it's a Lego though.
Yeah, but you can see it move.
As we can see in that footage, the upper torso of that large action figure moved, just like that door doll in the previous Disturbing Things episode.
Can we not go back to the doll, please?
Can we not do Dora again?
That a mouse might have bumped it, but Bleach Pong denied these both, accompanying their explanation with a full photo of how it was built. Furthermore, they claim that if it were a mouse, then, if anything, they'd merely move a few pieces around and not its entire torso. Seeing as the figure is considerably taller than an already tall cereal box, then it would take a substantial amount of force to rotate it, especially given the fact that there isn't exactly a hinge anywhere near its stomach.
That actually looks cool.
I can really entertain here would be a hoax. However, that would take an extremely small and well-hidden person to sit back there, completely invisible by the camera. Also, the subtlety of the shots, which happens in just a mere split second, lends credence to the fact that the video that they caught was what they presumed to be real, without any sort of foul play. Since this incident, Bleach Pong has vanished. Gone. No updates, which leaves the mystery surrounding this footage stuck in limbo. I truly hope that sometime in the near future, they make a return with pictures.
I am getting a 9mm and
so we can dig into this mystery
putting
a bit
holy
deeper.
water on the bullets.
For all we know, it could be something mundane or innocent, but given the aforementioned circumstances, it's hard to discount the possibility.
I will be
Bleach
like
Pong
that
just
one
might
dude who, when he goes
witnessed a
ghost
haunting.
like hunting, he carries a shotgun with him.
Yeah, I'm that kind of dude. I'm that kind of dude that brings buckshot to a.
Still sleeping.
Okay, here we go.
That's a spicy meatball.
Oh, that's a spicy meatball.
That little in between video reminds me of
that music.
Up next involves a man by the name of Tim Birmingham.
Wait, hold on.
Is that a Detroit Lions hat?
Is that Mario's dad?
Oh no!
Like, I mean,
what if
am I the only one that sees
what
that?
If that guy, Girk, what if the guy in that picture is dead?
That little in between video that he keeps playing with the 2D man in the house reminds me of 2H32.
Okay, well, send that to me in DMs. We'll talk about that in another episode. Because I think I know what you're talking about.
It is absolute fucking nightmare fuel.
The past few years now, he's been vlogging his life on his self-titled YouTube channel, and if you watch a bit of his content, you'll notice pretty quickly that Tim is an extremely likable guy. He's a big foodie, he loves the Detroit Lions, and ultimately seems to carry a pretty easygoing life. Unfortunately, in the midst of his uploads, there's one that starkly stands out as one of the most unintentionally unsettling ones on his channel. In an upload titled, "She's Still Sleeping," we're able to observe one of his daily vlogs. Before I explain the backstory, have a look at it.
Something tells me this is not going to be a quaint old man.
Yeah, if your discretion advised, you might be seeing a dead body.
I'm seeing squat for breathing.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
Okay, maybe he just
Hey,
thinks
it's me,
she's
Timothy.
sleeping.
She's still sleeping. And she's still sleeping at about past 12 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone.
Damn.
Even when
I pull an all-nighter, I barely sleep past 12. And that's when I'm pulling an all-nighter.
Oh,
like when I'm staying up till 6.
Okay, guys, let's hear the full story
Rarity
full story first.
Penny to do is sleep in. But yeah, she's sleeping away. Wow, can't believe it. Can't believe it. Amazing, she's sleeping in. Not used to seeing her sleep in. Usually she's up and being on her computer or doing something, but she must be tired.
He gives me Hagrid vibes.
Yeah.
In the
Poor,
video, Tim cheerfully
poor
explains
man.
that his wife is sleeping in abnormally late, and that she's usually up by this point playing on the computer. It's past noon now, and while it's not out of the ordinary for people to sleep past this, little does he know during filming that she isn't sleeping.
Just, this isn't scary.
This is just
This
sad.
is
Penny
sad.
Bice, Tim's significant other, passed away that night in her sleep due to unknown circumstances. In a follow-up video to this one, he explains that she was up the night before, playing on her computer, and went to bed as usual. The two apparently fight over the blanket pretty often, and he recalls her doing that night, all with no real indication that anything was vitally wrong. Also in this, Tim addresses some of the comments that people left, heavily criticizing him for keeping the video up. He claimed that he wanted to leave it be so he could have something to remember her by, and seeing as this was over 2 years ago now, it seems that he held true to his word.
Man.
I just kind of feel bad for him. Because he
Tim
seems...
seems to be doing okay for himself now, back at it with his vlogs, food reviews, and sports recaps. Occasionally, he'll upload tribute videos about his beloved Penny, and these are usually met with overwhelming support. She's still sleeping, to me, is insanely jarring. What appears to be a normal, everyday vlog about his loved one sleeping was, in actuality, not at all what it seemed.
Poor dude.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
I'm glad he's back on his feet, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's doing alright for himself. He gives like that warm uncle vibe that Hagrid always gave.
The house
The house
party.
party.
Okay. How much you want to bet that this is going to be about either a bunch of dudes seeing some weird shit or some girl going fucking insane?
Girl going insane.
It's gonna be one of those two. It's gonna be one of those two. It's gonna be a bunch of... I'm betting on the bunch of frat dudes, like...
I'm betting it's a girl that got
We all
took the
love a
wrong
good night
fucking
out,
drug
especially in college.
and popped the fuck off.
In September
college.
of 2019, at the University of Ohio, students were throwing a pretty large Project X-style house party. Everything seemed to be going just fine, until one man decided that he'd raise his glass for a toast in one of the most extreme ways possible.
Uh-oh.
Tyler Uhr, someone who the university claims is not a student there, decided to climb a utility pole, of all
No.
things, to perform the
Okay.
stunts.
Do not climb utility poles. One, if you fall and your neck gets caught in between two lines, you will die. You will strangle you will hang yourself.
Not
Two,
to mention,
you fall
don't
off, you're dead. 3, you could electrocute yourself. There are exposed wires. While the risk is low, you very much still can electrocute yourself.
when you see like people in the utility vest climbing, they have grounders.
Yeah, they have grounders so that they don't just spasm out
Fucking
and die.
explode.
Yeah, the most they'll get is a little bit of a shock or a zap from arcing electricity. That's the most they'll get. Or if they're really unlucky, struck by lightning, but that's only happened like twice. So.
But you know what they say, lightning doesn't strike twice, except when it does.
So that's just...
Okay,
That's a dumb
continue.
statement.
Anyways, guys.
That's a dumb statement, Storm.
As you might expect, this didn't turn out well for him.
No
But
shit,
even
Sherlock.
worse, this was all captured by multiple people on Snapchat.
Oh no.
The following footage is what they witnessed.
Thunk.
Oh, fuck. Disturbing imagery. Ding, 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 ding. Do not Do not continue
And
past this
it's
point
about
if
to
you
take a big.
Yeah, there could be blood, possibly bones. Do not continue past this point.
He's about to take a real hard tumble. If I was editing this, I would add in the bonk noise whenever he hits the ground.
Fuck you,
But I can't.
He electric. Oh no. Oh, that's worse. He touched a live wire while not grounded. He just fucking zapped his heart.
Oh yeah, that's like an
That man
instant
is
stroke.
dead. Yeah, he's dead. If he did what I think he just did, that's probably about, I don't know, maybe 100 or more volts going straight into his heart and killing him.
Anyways,
He's probably dead here. This is probably when he's dead.
Oh yeah, when he hit the ground, he died.
As we could see, after being electrocuted, he goes limp before falling an entire 30 feet to the ground. Very
I
fortunately
can
for
feel
him,
that in my
he
legs.
survived. But that's not to say
Oh,
that
he's-
everyone else
What?
thought he was dead. On social
That
media,
man-
these videos blew up.
Someone has a
Because of
plan
this,
for that dude.
People honed in on
Mhm.
Barstool Sports, a Twitter account that's notorious for tweeting out stunts pulled by college students. At the time, though, many, including them, didn't believe the fact that he survived. And so they put out the following message. Please stop messaging us the video of the guy getting electrocuted on Palmer tonight. We're not posting it. In the first response to this, though, we're able to see the gruesome aftermath of what happened.
Oh, I don't
A
want to see the
Twitter
Chris
user named
aftermath.
Zushin tweeted the following. Well, here's the aftermath. He's okay. With this video.
Oh. That's
Oh.
charred skin.
Tyler later claimed on Twitter, I broke 3 bones in my left leg and 1 broke in my shin.
Okay,
I have a slight fracture in my right hand and 4 minor breaks in my back. I
at
also
least
got a lot
it's
of burns from
pre
this
like
and will be out of work
post
for at least 8 weeks or
hospital.
more, so anything helps. God bless.
At
This was accompanied by a GoFundMe to assist with his medical bills.
least it's
But
blurred.
unfortunately for him, this was met with a negative response.
Yeah, because he's a fucking
All in all,
retard.
He seems to be
You're
recovering.
an idiot, man.
What many thought
I
was
do
going
like
to
his
be a
little-
simple
I do feel okay. I'll say this.
Feel
I'm not gonna
bad.
say it again. We feel bad for him. We sympathize for him and whatever family he has left. We feel bad for him, but he's still a fucking idiot.
Yes, that was the
Don't-
stupidest.
Yeah, that's probably the
pulled
dumbest
out
thing
of
I've
a
ever
house party,
seen.
in reality, quickly turned dour.
Don't
At least
do
he'll
this.
never
This
do it
stunt
again.
Was an incredibly dumb move.
Yeah.
At least this was a
Partygoers
situation
stunned
where
at the
he got to
possibility
learn
that they'd
and not
single-handedly
learn in the
witnessed a
hardest
fatal
way
freak
possible.
accident. Luckily, that wasn't
Not
the
a fatal
case,
freak
but this
accident,
situation
this was
serves
the-
as a lesson, hopefully repelling others that would have any shred of a desire to attempt anything remotely similar to
When
this.
he went limp, I've seen.
He said this could have been a fatal freak accident,
Oh,
but it wasn't.
still
I've
not a
seen-
freak accident. Freak accidents are something that aren't supposed to happen.
I've seen
Grow
stuff
up
like
to the
this
top
for-
of a power pole, you're gonna get fucking.
It looked like he opened the breaker, or not the breaker, whatever the box
yeah.
on top.
I have
fell out.
seen.
Oh
I've seen, like,
no!
I've seen videos of
If this
people
is
falling.
trains, I'm good. If this is trains, I'm out. I do not like trains and people. They should not go together. Nothing is supposed
I've
to go
wanted
that
to talk
fast
about
besides
this
light.
from the day I've started this series.
Oh fuck.
To cap off this episode, I wanted to discuss what I personally believe to be, by far, one of the most disturbing pieces of media that presently exists on the internet.
Oh no.
On the night of February 20th,
Okay, you're lighting off
2003,
fireworks
a
in a
band by the
small
name of Great
enclosed
Whites was
space.
headlining a show at a West Warwick, Rhode Island venue by the name of the station. The footage you're watching was captured by a journalist named Brian Butler.
Is the
from
floor gonna
town's local
collapse?
News station WPRI.
Oh, just watch. I don't know what's gonna
In
happen.
attendance
but
to
I
shoot
don't
a
like
video
it.
about nightclub safety, he began documenting the band's opening song, Desert Moon. Everyone seemed to be having a great time, with nothing seemed to have gone awry. But little did they know that this performance would rapidly devolve into the 10th deadliest nightclub fire in world history.
You're lighting up
shit,
fucking
Sherlock.
fireworks
Look what's
in
right
small-
behind them.
Just seconds into the song, the band's tour manager, Michael Bichelle, set off pyrotechnics that he claimed he was permitted to use by the nightclub's owner.
It's
What he
fucking
or the audience
stupid.
didn't see coming was the fact that these would suddenly set fire to the studio foam that surrounded the
Oh,
backside of the
you mean the
stage.
things that are sending off
Everyone thought it was part of the
sparks?
show.
Fucking idiot.
You know, the things that are sending
Alright,
off, you know,
shh,
little...
There we go. There's the fire.
And the fire is still going, and the song...
Just
Once
That's
people
not
realized
good.
that the
Good.
fire wasn't intended.
Fuck you.
A manic rush to
I'm gonna be real here. If that's your response, wow, that's not good. Fuck you.
Well,
Fuck
trauma
you.
response.
Don't go, wow, that's not good. Go, oh, that's really not good. Get the fuck out. Like,
Also, even if you got permission, look at where the fucking roof is.
yeah, examine the situation. That I am 90% sure on every firework that is made in America, you are legally demanded to print out, do not fire inside an enclosed space. It says that
Well, I
on
mean-
the fireworks.
Well, I say it's a bitch, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't use fireworks.
Anyways, keep her
burn
going.
out took
Dumb
place.
people. Dumb people.
In less than 60 seconds, the entire stage was ablaze. While there were 4 exits to the building, the vast majority of attendees stormed the front door that they entered through, resulting in a dog pile that severely slowed everyone's exit.
And not
Because of
proper
this,
showing
everyone
of
began to
possible
panic
fire
further, leading
exits
to
or
a
other
massive
exits.
jam in
That's
the
the
narrow
building's
hallway
fault. That's
that
the people's
surrounded that
fault.
route.
Yeah.
Brian, among a few others, ended up making it out safely. However, the remainder of the footage shows that the vast majority of concert goers weren't quite as lucky. In the latter half of the video, screams, mass panic, and smoke can be observed coming from the building that, after a matter of minutes, was completely ablaze.
Jesus.
Fucking weak.
God.
Why are they just standing there? Fucking move!
They can't. They're stuck in deadlock. They can't move. You see how many people are fucking crowded right in that fucking...
Well, no, there was a
Doorway?
guy that was just standing, that was just squatting there next to the door. Christ
Oh my
almighty.
God,
This is what
actually...
Yeah, this is what happens when dumb people do dumb things.
This is actually scary, though.
Yeah. Christ, I really hope that there weren't too many people injured in this.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily-
They did say this was the 10th most deadly nightclub fire, though. So
God.
That night, 100 people lost their lives, with 230 of
Christ
them bearing
almighty.
non-fatal injuries.
Honestly,
Among those that
I'm
passed
with
were the band's
Red
guitarist,
Toad
Tyler
guy.
Longley, and the show's MC, Michael Gonsalves, both of which were believed to have lost valuable escape time due to their attempts at salvaging their equipment.
Oh, yeah, because your
In a
equipment
first-hand
matters.
account by Brian Butler,
Fucking idiots.
yeah, okay. If there is a fire, do not attempt to grab anything. The first thing you want to grab is your life. Get out of the building and then worry about. And then, once you know you're safe and the fire is out and nobody's hurt, then worry about your equipment. Your equipment and your stuff should be the last priority. Yourself.
Motherfucker. As
and
the
then
band who
others.
did this, you guys should be leading people to fire escapes or to other exits to
Yeah.
prevent deadlock like that.
Fucking.
the one that captured the footage, they claim the following. It was that fast. As soon as the pyrotechnics stopped, the flame had started on the egg crate backing behind the stage.
There was a
and it just went up the
solid
ceiling, and
30
people stood and
seconds
watched
where
it,
you could
and some
clearly
people backed
see
off.
like just random
When I turned
burning
around,
fires.
people
I
were
don't want
already
to
trying
hear that
leave,
it just
and others
happened.
were just sitting there going, yeah, that's great. And I remember that statement because I was like, this is not great. This is time to leave. At first, there was no panic. Everyone just kind of turned. Most people still just stood there. In the other rooms, the smoke hadn't gotten to them. The flame wasn't that bad, and they didn't think anything of it. Well, I guess once we all started to turn towards the door, and we got bottlenecked into the front door, people just kept pushing, and eventually everyone popped out of the door, including myself. That's when I turned back. I went around back. There was no one coming out of the back door anymore. I kicked out a side window to try to get people out of there. One guy did crawl out. I went back around the front again, and that's when you saw people stacked on top of each other, trying to get out the front door. And by then, the black smoke was pouring out over their heads. I noticed when the pyro stopped, the flame had kept going on both sides, and then on one side, I noticed it come over the top, and that's when I said, I have to leave. And I turned around, I said, get out, get to the door, get to the door. And people just stood there. There was a table in the way at the door, and I pulled that out just to get it out of the way so people could get out easier. And I never expected it to take off as fast as it did. It was so fast. It had to be 2 minutes tops before the whole place was black smoke.
And you want to know what?
According
If people
to
would have
reports, there were
directed to other
462
exits or
people in
showed
attendance that night,
specifically
whereas
talked
the
about other
venue's official
exits,
capacity was 404.
2 minutes could have saved everybody.
Yeah, when you're doing something like this that has pyrotechnics and like sparks and everything, you should at the very least have a section before the show where you're saying, in case of emergency, go here or here or here. Just like they do on an airplane.
I went to an Imagine Dragons concert. They had pyrotechnics. It was in an open space.
Yeah, if you're gonna have pyrotechnics like that, do it on, I don't know, a field with non-burnable grass, and have fire extinguishers. Like
it was in like a field effectively, and fucking literally, if something bad were to happen, you could jump the fence.
Yeah, don't have borderline overall. Excuse me. Overall,
stupid. Don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah, first, don't be stupid and don't set off fireworks. Don't start fires inside a building unless you are absolutely 100% sure you know what you're doing. And 90% of the time, even if you think you are not.
The only time you should really be lighting a fire in a building is if you're lighting a candle or you're lighting a fireplace. But that's it.
Yeah.
Because those have things that are specifically made to protect them from, stove, but most stoves are electric anyways.
Yeah.
But because like shit like fireplace, they have specifically made things like metal screens that you can put in front of them.
Yeah, and they're made out of brick, which is non-flammable. Well, I mean, it can explode, but non-flammable. I mean,
it's not going to explode with that.
Candles. It's technically flammable, but like it's a tiny flame. So even if it does like start to spread, at least you have a little bit of warning time.
And most likely it's not even going to spread, because even if the candle lands on the ground, it's most likely going to go out.
Yeah. The most damage that would be done is if the hot oil started a fire.
And then you're...
wax. And then you're fucked. But I mean, like...
Well, most people don't use oil candles.
Wax candles, I should say.
Anyways. Continue on?
Yeah, let's finish this.
Survivors of the blaze claimed that while there were multiple exits, bouncers were restricting people from escaping via the back door.
Why?
This restriction was in place up until the moment that the bouncers realized the reality of the situation, at which point they fled.
That's it. I'm punching the bouncer.
According to further reports, the station's owners, Michael and Jeffrey Durdarian, both didn't have workers' comp insurance for their employees, nor did they have any sort of fire safety system in place.
I know for sure that the building is on fire.
These two people, no workers' comp and no fire safety systems. These two should go to jail.
If I am in a situation where I know for sure that the building that I'm in is on fire, and there is a man standing in front of a door saying, "I cannot leave," he is going to get punched. Like,
Blame
I am
shifted
getting
to multiple-
through him in any way possible.
Yeah. Like, we're not an advocate for violence. Don't hit people. But if there is somebody preventing you from saving yourself and others, they're the one in the wrong. You are not. You have full right to punch them in the face.
I'm taking back what Girk says. Only do it when necessary.
Yeah, only do it when necessary to save yourself or others.
multiple parties. The band claimed that they had permission to use pyrotechnics for their show. The Dordarian brothers claimed otherwise. Furthermore, the distributors of the studio...
Here's the thing. This is a nightclub with bouncers. There is no way they would have been able to get explosive pyrotechnics past bouncers unless... And also...
And then again,
they
why
would have
didn't the
pointed it
bouncers
out.
rush up on... Yeah, why wouldn't the bouncers rush up on stage immediately?
Yeah.
Foam and JBL, the producer of the venue speakers, were blamed for the flammable material in their products. However, both denied any wrongdoing.
Yeah.
In regards to official charges and sentencing, the band's tour manager, in 2006, pleaded guilty to 100 counts of involuntary manslaughter, resulting in 15 years in prison, with 4 to serve and 11 years suspended, topped off with 3 years of probation.
So,
in 2007,
there was
he'd become eligible for...
In one of these earlier clips, there was a guy in a red coat who had, I presume, gotten out of the building, and he had the exact look on his face that I would. I just want to go home.
Now, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound wrong, but they deserve a lot more than 15 years. They deserve the chair. Like, I'm gonna be real. They deserve the chair. 100 counts of manslaughter. They deserve the fucking chair. Like,
but for negligence, it wasn't deliberate.
True, but
so therefore, I think what they got was, I think they should have gotten something more akin to 20 years rather than 15.
Yeah.
Parole, as the judge saw him unlikely to reoffend. As of 2008, it was granted. As for Michael Dordarian, he received the same punishments, but in 2009 was released from prison due to good behavior. Jeffrey, on the other hand, received a 10-year suspended sentence with 3 years of probation and 500 hours of community service, but avoided all prison time due to a no-contest plea.
Fuck you.
Within a myriad of in- and out-of-court settlements to victims and their families, as of September of 2008, over
a little bit of respect on that other guy for actually serving his sentence and getting out without being a little pussy.
Yeah.
A little bit of respect. He actually clearly served his time. I don't deserve to go to jail.
The station nightclub fire.
Fuck, you got 100 people killed.
Is a situation that never should have happened. From the pyrotechnics, to the lack of a fire safety system, to the bouncers forbidding people from exiting, the entire incident is something that will forever go down as one of the worst tragedies in recent history.
Not to mention the lack of employee awareness.
100 lives were lost. Lives that were in attendance to simply have a good time and enjoy a rock band. Lives that did not deserve, by any stretch, to have their existence brutally taken from them.
And also, the fucking rock band should be a little at fault as well. That's common fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, then we got people like I Show Speed.
Some of the most disturbing bits of media that are out there.
Alright. Yeah, this video's getting long as is. But once again, yeah, don't be dumb, don't be stupid. Like, ultimate moral of the story, don't be dumb. Like, think before you act. Like, these are basic human traits.
If something seems like you should not do it and that is a very bad idea, it is most likely something you should not do and is a very bad idea.
Yeah. Alright, once again, everyone, please go check out Nexpo. He makes some pretty good content, and that's how we've, I guess, kind of been stealing his content, but I mean,
Don't worry, we'll start stealing other people's content soon.
Yeah, we'll steal other people's content. All right. Well, let's just
Always
transition.
remember to throw it back, you goofy gamers.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, nope. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been Gurk and Rex and Storm. And
Big cheese. Big
you've been
cheese.
watching the Late Night Podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our previous videos. Like, subscribe, share if that still does stuff. I'm just gonna
late night,
mute
3:30.
Storm. He doesn't get rights. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching, and we hope to catch you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.
Storm,
You
say
cut
goodbye.
off. You cut off. You cut off